Lululemon just out with earnings. Big beat across the board. The share price reaction up 7% after hours. Joining us now is Brian Nagel from Oppenheimer. Has an outperform rating, a $140 price target on this stock. Brian, 20% comps, including online. Where do you get that? What are they doing right?
Well, look, I think overall this is just an amazing report. I've spent the last few minutes here digging through the Lululemon release, and I can't find a flaw here. So to answer your question, 20% comp. Look, I think it's very much a reflection of a lot of the innovation happening at Lululemon. The company's now new commitment to digital. And then also we've got to take in consideration, too, the consumer. I follow a number of retailers, and across the board, we've seen some really good retail reports this season. And I think clearly Lululemon's, so to say, in the sweet spot there, the sweet spot of the consumer right now, given their focus on that upper-end consumer.
I was saying it's sort of a tough position for the new CEO to come in just as these results are killing it across the board. How much do you think is this previous management, Laurent Poitevin, who did turn around the business, made it a very profitable business? Again, how much has been the interim management team, and what's going to be the new CEO's biggest challenge?
Well, look, if I'm Calvin, I think I'm pretty excited here to be jumping in with clearly a lot of momentum behind this brand. Now, I think we do have to give prior management, particularly some of what's happened here just recently, so this interim management team, if you will, a lot of credit. Because I think, as I see it now, they've really been the team that's repositioned the brand and allowed to capitalize now on this consumer environment. But look, I think Lululemon's very well positioned here going forward as the management team continues to evolve.
Brian, when you say they're well positioned, that's obviously the case. What are the main levers longer term that they're going to be looking to pull right here? As I was saying before, they've always talked about how they sort of train their customers to look for the new thing, to pay full price. What about where they're going to be putting new stores, how strategic they're going to be about that, other regions, things like that? I can recall years ago, people said, well, if the store density in the U.S. gets to be what it is in Canada, then there's a lot more to go. But it seems like that might not just be the straight path here.
No, I totally agree. I mean, look, the retail landscape has changed since that narrative. And one of the guests you had on prior was making, I think, a very good point that probably one of the advantages Lululemon here has now is a still relatively small number of stores. So you look at this company, and I've seen this elsewhere too, where these chains that are still relatively small are better positioned to make that move into omni-channel because they don't have these legacy stores they need to shut down. So it's a relatively small chain now driving more business online. And I think that's a real key here for Lululemon going forward.
I believe that brilliant guest was Mr. Mike Santoli himself who asked you the question.
Brian, your price target before today was 140. We're now above that level. Are you going to be telling your clients to take some money off the table now, or upping it following those results?
Well, we watch all of our stocks very closely, and you're right. Our firm had a $140 price target before this. It's trading higher there after the market. We'll review it and decide what to do from here. But clearly this is a very positive report from Lululemon.